Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woo! Bit of house cleaning out of the way. There is a 3 minutes delay on the stream. That is to avoid anyone being able to stream snipe, and there are no rewards for watching the stream aside from the epic gameplay that you see. Now my OBS is being a little bit wonky, so I'm hoping that everything holds as intended. But yeah, I already accepted the room invite, so you can't see the room just yet, but here we are. This is the current standing for the EU server. We have Appa with 4 points, Aqua with 3, Legion and Belove and Rejects all with 2, and Immort, Raid and RBMK all with 1 point. This is the third day, so everyone has had 4 games, which basically shows Appa being really strong, and they made Aqua, which is why Aqua only has 3 rather than 4. And yeah, basically the matches are gonna get more and more intense, and of course we have 2 round robins this season, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. I'm a big fan of the round robins. Robins are always my favorite part of the tour seasons, if I'm honest. So basically with that in mind, let's have a look if we can already go into the room or not. No, we still have like a minute left to go before we can go in there. But like I said, 3-minute delay, that is to avoid stream sniping, but it's less than 5. That's also, the room opens about 5 minutes beforehand. So because there's only a 3-minute delay on the stream, that means that I cannot really go into the room until it's below 3 minutes. To avoid anyone being able to see the lineups of the other team, of course. So yeah, now we just need to wait a little bit. We are basically streaming Belove today, so we will be watching Belove versus RBMK, followed by Belove versus Rejects. And I'm really looking forward to that as well, because actually, I was talking to Yevgeny earlier today, and I was actually talking to him about the whole fact that Belove is just playing so beautifully, so nicely synchronized. It's just a pleasure to watch. And then I found out that I'm actually streaming them today, so that's actually quite nice. I always love it when stuff like that happens, honestly. The only team that I haven't yet watched this season is Aqua. Just haven't had the opportunity to stream them yet, I should say. So I've actually requested that one of my round robin days will include Aqua somehow. Whether it's me following Aqua or a team that is against Aqua, I'd honestly... Either is fine, because any of these teams are awesome, but I don't want to go through the whole season without watching Aqua play. So yeah, here we are in the room. 2.5 minutes left before we go into the first battle. RBMK already completely ready with 4 Streetwagens, a 1-1B and 2 VK72s. Also, slight note, in an earlier stream where I showed games from RBMK, I thought that the team captain was Liut. He is not. This is not a guy, he just has a very, very difficult to pronounce name because it's pretty much gibberish, which is not helpful with commentating. So I will just be naming him according to the tank that he drives, I think, because that's the only thing that I can do, because I can't possibly pronounce that. So yeah, less than 2 minutes left to go. Belove is still choosing their tanks. Also, fun fact, I actually tuned with Scorpion Drago earlier today. And he was carrying me like the pro that he is. He's in Rejects, so we'll be seeing him play tonight as well, which I'm looking forward to. This is the thing though, all these players, I showed them in their awesome teamwork that we see in these tour games. But they're such epic players, and people tend to forget that basically about them. That is not just about the whole... not just about the tour games that they managed to get in, but just the awesomeness of the players themselves. I'm not one for 1v1s, mind you, but pretty much all of these people could absolutely murder me in any 1v1 on any battlefield and everything. So yeah, with that in mind, we have 45 seconds left before we go into the very first game. Very glad to hear that everything sounds fine so far. Because basically the delay had all gone down and it wasn't actually going green yet. And then YouTube was saying that livestream is not available right now. So I was like, yeah, thank you for that. It's not confusing and worrisome at all. So yeah, I'm just glad everything is working as intended as it is right now. And of course, there's been lots of technical issues for streamers all over the place. Like things from fuses blowing out in homes to not being home in time because train delay and everything. It's just really, really weird. But yeah, Beloved taking 3 AMX54s, 2 121Bs, 1 Steve and 1 TVP. And here we go into the very first game of this evening on Alpenstadt. Very little Streetwagen amount on Beloved's side here. And let's have a look. Beloved sending their tanks towards the middle, whereas we see RBMK heading more towards base A. The VK-72 is heading towards the middle though. So that's going to be interesting to see if they're going to get caught there. They're actually, oof. Pashti already losing quite a bit of HP there, decides that he doesn't really want to be there anymore. AMX is in the middle, getting shot at as well. Pashti slowly but surely retreating. Classical being very careful. Base C is being kept. RBMK is holding. Classical getting shot at. He is still spotted though by, I'm just gonna call him SD. ASD maybe, I don't know. So with the base kept, Belov has a slight advantage here. That is going to grow steadily and surely unless RBMK caps the base as well. But Classical is still there, holding, ready to decap. Varta is overlooking this spot just to make sure that no one is coming from that direction. This is also an interesting place. He is looking to see that no one is coming from that direction. Cheeky shot by Varta there, who is immediately reloading his clip, but basically let them know that they're there. A has been kept, but there's well over 100 points advantage for Belov here, so as long as they are patient and they hold, and they manage to absorb the push, they might take it home. We do hear some shots being fired, but no damage really being done. Classical getting shot at, also shooting back. Classical did actually take a little bit of damage there. Postravleni at the back there, along with Gutsto. And RBMK is relocating back towards their spawn. And Belov is rotating back down. Because we're nearing that 600 point border. Warta has to be careful. He is a very juicy target. And he does have the clip potential. But he wants to spot if anyone crosses over there. But right now, he's not getting that spot. He has a bush. He is careful. And he does not spot Postravleni crossing over. He does not have the view range there. Ooh, he does spot Gutsto. So now they know that he's coming. And immediately he responds. This is what I love though. They have like these... The way the response is like, we spot someone there, we move there. We do this, we do that. ASD losing a little bit of HP. As Yevgeny is capping base A. Base C is being stolen. All that is just fine. They rotated around, but... Oof, Varta losing a bit of HP there. Does get some shots in. And they are basically just bleeding them a little bit. Varta now reloading his clip. Yevgeny a bit exposed there. They know that there's someone there. They're sending in their 121Bs to take care of ASD. And there you go. Mark Silent has now been spotted. That was the DQ here, I think. Base B is being kept. We have Varta arriving there. They need to make sure that B does not get capped, because that is their advantage. But they're not uncapping it. Virulentus manages to cap it there. But we're at 880 points. Varta arriving at the back with 3 shots. They want to get Brain, but they also want to stay alive, because they need to stay alive as well. There goes Brain, 965, and with that kill on Gatsto, Bilaf has the game. Very slowly being built. Everyone slowly but surely rotating around, capping bases and everything, and all of a sudden 1000 points are reached. See, this is what I meant though, like how smooth does Bilaf play. That gameplay by Varta, spotting people crossing over, and you could see when his gun was not pointing in that direction, they crossed over there and he didn't spot them. But when he did, he spotted one tank, and that was enough to cue the rest. Lovely. And now with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go, RBMK is getting ready with 3 Sea Dragons, a VK-72, a 121B, a 777 and an AMX-54. Whereas on Bilaf's side we see 2 777s, 3 Steves, a DVB and an AMX-54. So let's have a look. This is always like the boring part. We have so much waiting time. Even though I get it. I get why we have to wait. But it would be so much easier if both team captains are like saying, yes, team is definitely ready. And then you can just go into the battle, you know? That would save time. One to 1B is quite often there, to be honest. And it's doing quite a fab job as well. It also looks fantastic, which is one of the things I pay attention to. But it's chosen quite a bit right now. Depending on the map, of course. And here we go. Second game of the evening. Basically, when you look at tank meta, you need to not look at a specific tank versus a specific tank. Because it's all about the team composition. It's about the amount of certain tanks that you've got, as well as what they do, where they're sent, what their purpose is, and everything. Like in this case, Yevgeny is going to camp in the bush. That doesn't mean that he's not capable, or that he's... Ooh, lots of people getting crossing over there. Getting spotted crossing over. I'll find my words eventually. Varta losing a little bit of HP. We have the 7-7s being very forward. This is very tricky gameplay though. Big hit into ASD. But now we have Flame there as well. And this is interesting. They're losing a whole lot of HP with this move. It's clear what they intend to do, but are they going to get away with it? Look at Litsu. Look at how much HP he's lost already. Same as Varta. Varta's almost gone. ASD goes down, but at the same time, that's a whole lot of HP to have lost. Postravleni is almost gone, but Peshti is gone and Varta is nearly gone as well. We have Brain now arriving. Varta does get that very crucial kill here. But Flame is pushing in. Classical is almost gone. Virulentus in the meantime is also getting murdered. But there goes Classical. 2 versus... Well... RBMK actually had the gun advantage now. They do still have a solid 1.5k gun advantage. And this is not going to go well for Varta. That is the gun HP advantage. I mean, now they have a gun advantage again. Scyloidus losing a bit of HP. You have Yevgeny now arriving. They need to take out Mark Silent. Rumpelstiltskin, very low on HP, is not going to survive another reload. Scyloid losing more HP as he is basically being pushed here. This is a tricky move from Belov, but it did not work out. Psycho is still reloading. And Brain just has too much of a reload. He is trying to keep his teammate alive. But the kill still does happen. And now it is 3 versus 1. And regardless of... Oh, he might actually get the kill here. But he's not going to get the win. But there you go. But even if that hadn't happened with one joint shot... Gutster would have out DPM'd him before he could get in. Before he could reload a clip, got another clip in. How? Sorry, I'm really struggling with words today. GG. But this was just taking a big risk from Belov and it not working out as intended. Very well absorbed, basically, and held by RBMK here. Now we are moving on to Molendag, which is my favorite map in the game. It is so pretty, I love it. Not necessarily to play on, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. RBMK now completely ready with 5 Street Dragons and 2 121Bs. And on the other side we see 3 Street Dragons, 1 121B, a Batchat and 2 AMX 54s. And this is always interesting stuff though, because it all depends on where they're going to put those tanks, who is going to meet whom, where, and with how many tanks behind them. And I do like that, because in a way, yes, I dislike it when a meta is so set on certain tanks. At the same time, when the tanks are this versatile, it's a lot harder to guess what your opponent is going to do. Or it's a lot harder for your opponent to guess what you're going to do. Because the Street Dragon is so versatile, you can go everywhere and anywhere. Also, the Batchat is also an interesting choice. It is tiny and it can be very, very good. We've seen it do amazing things in tours as well. So I am curious how it's going to perform tonight. Because at the same time, it might be tiny, but it is still very, very juicy. So if it is caught out or tracked, it might be utterly doomed. And let's have a look. Oh, planes flying over, zeppelins crashing, the whole countryside on fire, being absolutely stunning. And we have Varta going towards the middle, near all the windmills. Spotting the 2 121Bs. We'll probably expect him to be alone. Oof, Varta being absolutely wrecked here. This is what I meant though. Very, very juicy little tank. And he's got no chance. They are being very, very forwards here. Monk silent. Still alive somehow. Le2 goes down. Focus fire is not quite there from Belov. RBMK is wolf packing all over the place. And that's giving them a 2-gun advantage right now. Classical trying to survive, but is heavily focus fired. Rimpelstiltskin gets set on fire. Will not be able to get another shot in. Classical's almost gone. And there's some low HP targets on RBMK side as well. Yevgeny trying to go for Gutsto. Mark Silent and Gutsto both get taken out. But it is still 3 versus 5. And it's going to be 2 versus 5 here. With Skeloid being gone. Brain goes down. HP wise, there's like a 5k advantage. Which I would have given them on randoms, but not like this. Yevgeny being murdered. This is actually... Varta had to run. And it made absolute sense where he ran. The back there. They both go down at almost exactly the same time. Varta had to run. It made sense where he ran, but at the same time, he basically ran straight into the rest Well played here by RBMK. Absolute wolfpack move. With the 1-to-1 Bs. Sort of like a diversion in a way. But also to catch that bat chat. Very brutal game here. And let's see. For the second game on Molendijk, we see Beloved now ready with 1 AMX 54, 4 Steves, a 1-to-1 B and a TVP. I'm going for a bit of a different way now. And on RBMK's side, they are still deciding on the tanks, but we do see 1 AMX 54, 3 Steves and LT, with potentially 2 more street wagons. And it is stuff like this, honestly, like, Belov is so strong, but they're basically, I wouldn't say caught unawares, but they are caught out. And that just gives RBMK the advantage here. Basically having them brutally murder their opponent. And there we go, 4 Steves, 2 AMX 54s and an LT. With 24 seconds left to go. I do love Molendijk. I wish we could have stayed there longer, because that was not just a brutal battle, but it was also very quick. And there you go, countdown clock has begun. I am curious to see how this is going to go, if Belov can regroup. Because I know they're epic. They can definitely do it. Let's see. It's all about basically finding the calm in your head again, because if you're stomped that hard in the game, you always have to mentally reset yourself. Gutsto there to try and spot people. And this is going to be interesting. Look at this, look at this, look at where the AMXs are. Might just be one very big brawly game. Varta and Pashti immediately going for the cap. RBMK seems to let them have it. Skilloid and Brain and Virulentus have been spotted. Mark Steinenhag going for base A. And B is also being capped, and that's a bigger problem. But at the same time, this is interesting though. A has been capped. B has been capped. That shot did not pen Gutsto. And that gives RBMK the base advantage here. And now base A is being basically abandoned. And Belov is heading more towards the back and more towards the middle. Skilloid is still spotting Gutsto. Look at where the blind shot is going. He's more to the back than that, just to make sure that he's not getting decapped at the most predictable spot. And now a Psycho who got spotted. C is now being stoned. And this is the thing though, we're basically playing Ring Around the Roses. And they can't afford to do that. They need to catch someone. Because basically they know with ASD there and Brain there. This is going to be very tricky. Belov needs to be ready for a push here, because the way the RBMK is pushing around, Skilloid will be in trouble. Bigot's into flame here, but now he's on a reload. Skilloid is being pushed. And we have basically a big brawl going on everywhere. Base B is not being capped. Oh, that was an ammo rack into Brain. That might have been a game changer because he still had quite a lot of HP left. They're going after ASD. Le2 gets set on fire. Skilloid goes down. Virulentus wants that kill. Varta is gone. Le2 manages to survive a little bit longer. There goes ASD. Virulentus being murdered is going to get that kill in Le2. No, he does not. Never mind. Le2 kills him instead. And now we have Rumpelstiltskin versus Gutstow. And Rumpelstiltskin has more HP. Is staying in the cap to... no, never mind. He does exit it. But Le2 is going there instead. Flame goes down. This was a very brawly game. And basically it could have gone so wrong. For Belov, that is. There goes Postelov lane, and now the last one left alive is all the way at A, and we're not even getting to see that, but there is his corpse between the buildings. And with 1k points and all enemies dead, Belov has the game. There we will. This is one of those matchups that can go on forever for me, because these makes for really cool games. And so it is 2-2. Neither team is up for match points yet. We are getting ready for Middelburg. Entirely different map. New chances. Really curious how that's going to go. Because, like I said, matches like these, I love that. This is why I love the round robins. You got that, the top 8 feeling is just awesome. And it's a different kind of pressure than in the final stages. Which is why I like this better. Because I do feel that basically they, how do you call that in English? In Dutch we would say that they get to their rights better. And it's more like, you see the true potential. I think that's the closest thing. It's not quite what I'm trying to say, but you see the true potential of the team in the round robin more than in the final stages, in my opinion. Because you have a different level of pressure. Because... right now, there's not the pressure of, if we lose this, we're definitely out thing. Because we have 2 round robins. But this is, it's absolutely glorious. I love it. So RBMK ready for the first game on Middelburg with 2 TVBs, 3 Street Wagons and 2 VK72s. And, interesting choices on Belov's side. We see 2 batches there. Together with a Super Conqueror, 2 AMX 50Bs and 2 Street Wagons. No medium tanks, and I'm very curious who is going to spawn in the hill, because if that's not the tank that they want there, that might be tricky. That's also the reason, by the way, why I always pick a light tank to spectate. That is basically because spawns are affected by spectators, so my choosing a light at worst case scenario means that a med spawns in a heavy side rather than a heavy spawning in the med side. Let's see. Oh, no, they actually all spawned here. Okay. I'm not sure if that is what they wanted. We have Classical heading towards the corner. All of RBMK staying in town, though. Shots are fired. No pens happening. RBMK is wolfpacking again. Classical and Pashti might be in a whole lot of trouble here. They are not yet moving. This is... ooh, they're waiting for them to be in the hills. Flame. Pashti does get spotted. They know that someone is there. Flame doesn't even get spotted for that. Oh, no, he does. He does miss the shot, though. So he gets the base. Base A is also being kept. Base C is being kept. And they're actually pulling back a little bit again. I actually thought they were wolf pack to the corner to take out Pashti and potentially whoever else was there, because they haven't seen Classical yet. Interesting stuffs. Shots being fired, but no one is spotted right now. We have Mark silent. These are the kind of interesting things. Like, if you look at God, stupid thing. If you look close to a tank, you can see where they are looking at. He is expecting someone to push going towards base B through the buildings there. That is what he's looking at. That is what he's patiently waiting for. It is stuff like that that makes for very interesting games. It's the same here. We have Gatsto, a reversed, well, not side scraping, but reversed position. Ooh! That is interesting though. Look at that. Pashti there, getting the shot in. Well played. That was an absolute blind shot, just on the guess that he might have been in that bush. Rumpelstiltskin losing a lot of HP there. And a bit more. Pashti also losing a whole lot of HP. They're taking base B back. But they are paying for it. In blood. Rumpelstiltskin pulling back. RBMK now being bled. Slowly but surely. And I have to be... This is basically when you use all the buildings in different ways. We have the faster tanks going for a wolf pack. And basically Belov using all the buildings as their cover. Gatsto very low on HP. Classical getting tracked in a position that you do not want to get tracked in with those guns all aimed at you, and he goes down first. Skilloid not getting that kill shot in might prove to be vital. Virulentus flamed. Oh, Gatsto goes down. Virulentus is still there. Might get a big shot into Letu here. And he does. That is a lot of HP to lose. There goes Postrovleni, 920 points. Letu needs to survive. Varta needs... They all need to survive. Varta goes down. Base B is being stolen. They need the kill, but at the same time, they need the tanks to stay alive. Pashti is holding. Rumpelstiltskin is holding. A Skilloid is taking base A back, but they need more than that. They need the kill. They need the kill. That's the thing. If they kept the base, they might just get it, but it will be so very close. It might not be enough. That's the thing. I don't think it's enough. No, it might actually just... Oh my god, they reached it first and they killed Pashti as well. They took a gamble with going for the base, but it was not enough. It was too close. They had... Someone had to stay in the base, but they needed to go for the kill. And they didn't. Probably thinking that it would have been enough, but it wasn't. Fantastically played this game though, honestly. And now RB&K is up for a potential match point. If they win the next game, then they get the point for this matchup. Guys, what a matchup. Honestly. Absolutely awesome. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Give me games like this any day. And now for the second game on Middelburg. Belov is going for 3 AMX 54s, 2 Streetwagens, a 1-1B, and a VK72. And on RBMK's side, we see 4 Streetwagens, 1 Badger, and 2 VK72s. Interesting now that they're going for the Badger now. And I think that that's for that corner position that Pashti was in. Honestly though, oh, these games, they're intense. And I love it. So let's have a look. 16 seconds left to go. And then we see what happens. Can RBMK take this home, or are we gonna get a tiebreaker? Ooh. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. And I get, for the players, this is less fun. Because, yeah, you want everything to go well and everything. But when you get games like this, as streamer, it makes me really, really happy. Pashti in the spawn as Gutsto RBMK heading up. Gutsto using the room as the position. Can you actually watch through that though? Probably not. Pashti going for the cap. He is going to probably spot people soon. He is being very careful. Skilloidus is up there as well. ASD does spot him, but he does cut the cap. And he's waiting there. He knows that there's more people there. And he's deciding to pull back a little bit. And now Belov has two bases. Base B is well protected. We have Pashti in the bush. They know they are exactly, that is what I meant. They know which bush he's in. Beautiful. And now they know that he's definitely there. They just haven't been able to hit him yet. He is spotted now though, so he has to be a bit more careful. But he's also basically sort of like laying a trap. He is still spotted, has to be careful. And there we go. We have Skilloidus over there. Postravleni getting spotted. Look at, this is the thing though. He's taking position where you can actually land shots into that direction. Base A being contested. They now know who is there in town. Skilloidus losing a bit of HP. Yevgeny pulling back. They're not quite pushing in. Overall, it's known that they're there. They are decapping and steadily farming Mark Silent here. And now we have multiple Steves. They are basically, they are sort of making it very difficult. Base A is still being heavily contested as well, but they have to be very careful. They are going to have 3 bases. Might be. Tracking shot into ASD. Big hit into Brain with fire. That is not how they wanted. Rimpelstiltskin crossing over, going after Postravleni. Shots into Brain. They need that kill shot. He's not quite dead yet, but Brain goes down. C is being decapped. Postravleni is gone. Varta reloading again. Does not get the kill in, but we are 900 points. Base C is theirs again. Le2 goes down. ASD being chased by Classical here. Rimpelstiltskin just staying alive. Doesn't need to do any more. And now we're at 1k points and Belov has the game. And I think that this is one that was... I mean, I always talk about games being won and games being lost. Yes, Belov won this, but I think it's more that RBMK lost this. Just like last game, Belov lost that. RBMK played that absolutely brilliantly, don't get me wrong. But when the loss is more because one team didn't do something or did something that they shouldn't have, that's different to the other team playing everything just right. Like last game, I'm not sure what they could have done differently though. They could have sent the Badger to base A, I think, but he might have not gotten there in time, so that's the thing. And they needed those points. At the same time, the only guy with the enough HP was in that base, but they needed a kill, and that's the issue there. So RBMK just played that really well, but in this case they played too passively in a way. And at some point Belov just whittled them down. Oh, I love it. I love it. 44 seconds left to go, and we see for Yukon, our tiebreaker map, RBMK in 3 Street Wagons, 3 AMX 50Bs and 1 777. And on the other side we see 2 AMX 54s, 4 Street Wagons and 1 VK72. Whew! Legit, I am so hoping that you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. At the same time, if you do not, then I'm not sure why you're watching, but that's another matter. I love tour games like this. This is the pinnacle of gameplay that you get in this game, that you can never get in randoms, because people just don't work, don't work together that way. And let's go to our tiebreaker. Dun 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 dun! Woo! Belov heading for the D area. And we've seen some very interesting matches on Yukon so far. We have Virulentus heading for base B together with his AMX friend Postrovleni. And this is tricky though, because you don't want to give them a point advantage, and all of Belov is there, but none of RBMK is there. So whatever trap they were hoping to lay cannot be sprung, because no one is there. And so they will have to relocate. They are getting base D, but by the time they get it, there's about a tank's worth of points in RBMK's advantage. A now also being taken, which makes total sense, honestly. The two moving forwards, going for the ramp, but being very careful about it. This is an advantage that you do not want to give them, though. Belov now wolf packing, but look at this. Look at where their tanks are stacked. Look at where their tanks are stacked. This might be a reverse trap. Rumpelstiltskin losing a whole lot of HP very, very quickly. And more. Actually being shielded by his two teammates here. Postrovleni losing quite a bit of HP as well. As does Psycho. They're losing HP because they have to protect their teammate there as well. Belov now moving in. Going after Virulentus. Le 2 being set upon. They have a gun advantage on this side, but they need to make full use of it in order to take out the players that they need to take out. Gutsto losing HP very, very quickly. Pashti not looking too healthy. Le 2 has 14 HP, goes down. Pashti goes down as well. Gutsto as well. 1 gun advantage for... Oof. 2 gun advantage now. And this is every suggestion of being a game for RBMK right now. There goes Skilloid. Flame is down. There goes ASD. 4v3. If they have a bit of luck, like the fire that is now on Mark. Oof. Psycho goes down. 3v2. That is just too many guns though. They need to make sure that all the shots... that they don't take the shots, but that they... Oof, no, Varta actually gets set on fire as well. This, honestly... And now it's just classical. And he might not get the kill. He is just... This is RBMK's game, and this was a trap that really worked well for RBMK. Belov got trapped. And they lost the game because of that. Classical does not fire anymore, takes his head off. And this is also Belov split up to focus on 2 sides of the battle at once, but that gave them the advantage of on neither side. they also lost so much HP that quickly. At least Rumpelstiltskin did. And that's not saying that Rumpelstiltskin did bad. It means that he was the primary target for RBMK here. Wow. Fantastically played, honestly. By both teams. This has been an absolute pleasure, this matchup. Can only give them kudos. So let's see, how is everyone else doing? We have like 25 minutes left before the next matchup. Appa, of course, still going strong. Only victories for Appa. Well, they have lost a few games, but I mean matchup wise. Aqua winning versus rejects there. Let's see, Legion. Legion losing to Immo. Immo getting another point. This makes for interesting though, because with the points that they are, everyone is winning points, so it's so close. Whew. And let's have a look. I've got some replays to show you until we get to the next matchup. Let's see, what have I got for you? Let's see. I got some lovely games from Wild Ones. Let's have a look. I'm gonna go for a TVP one. I think that's the TVP at least. I always get a bit confused about the names on the replays. Hey Jacob! Thank you so much for supporting me. And let's have a look what Jack will do this game. Jack is not only an epic player, he also streams tournaments, so if you have not subscribed to his channel yet, definitely do so. And let's see. TVP is one of those things that I like it, I really do. Just doesn't always work for me. I like auto reloaders more than auto loaders. Clippity clippity. He might take one back. He doesn't even do that. One more? There you go. Full clip into Leo there. Poor Leo. That Leo managed to bounce on the Leo though. Ooh, look at that. And again. There you go. One bounce, but still a nice clip there. The fires though, honestly, we had a lot of fires this matchup. All over the place. And that's one thing with the extra consumables that people can take. Then you also lose a fix-it kit. And to be fair, most people take a general fix-it kit, not a fire fix-it kit. But that also means basically when you lose, you can't use your general fix-it kit to fix your tracks. You have to use your big fix-it kit. Oh, this is interesting. This might be free damage. Like a whole clip of it. Beautiful. Look at that though. Steadily farming here. Just waiting for his clip to reload before he does more damage. Totally not OP or anything. As in Jack, not the tank. Oh, nice bit of fires though. Look at the damage counter just go up though. Yes, he does take a hit there. But he's just actually done so much damage already. He makes it look so easy. There we go. Now T57 is the last one left alive. It's even better when they like you HE them. And let's just add another fire to the mix, shall we? What is up with all these fires, honestly? Gorgeous ace. So they always say that aces are basically a combination of skill and luck. And in this case, him just not being the primary target definitely helped, because that's basically how you get these really big damage games. It's not being a primary target, because that allows you to shoot in peace. Lovely game. Actually had a game earlier with Scorpion Drago, and I found it a really funny game. I got so freaking lucky. So I'm gonna watch that with you. I actually have two of them. They were in a row. And it just, first and foremost, most of the battles that we had, he was massively carrying me. So please, he does not do the epic damage in this game. But that's because it's my perspective. So I show a game that was good for me. And this was one of the weirdest games I've ever had. This wasn't actually the one that this wasn't even the lucky one. This is the one where I'm not entirely certain what just happened. Because I'm not having the most epic game here. I just need to check to make sure how it got the way it got, really. I don't want to give too many spoilers. But this was the last game that we had today, because basically I was like, yeah, it can't really get any better than this. So I didn't want to go too far. Let's just being careful, didn't want to get shot by him. Also didn't want to get shot by any campers there. So I just decided to use the building to my advantage. And then just kind of go for him. This wasn't actually the angle that I wanted, but actually bouncy shot was like, okay, fine. And then we got in each other's way, which did not help. And he did lose some HP for that, so I am sorry. And I think this is where it started, because I spotted the grill. So I got a lot of assisted damage there. I'm not sure what he was doing, because he's just not even focusing on me at all. Grill goes down. I've not even done epic damage here. But somehow, just basically watch my assisted damage. That's all I can say. I'm getting shot at there. Did spot some people. And the crown. Nice little tracking shot there. Just pull back because I also didn't want to have him clip me. Ah, there you go. TVB got absolutely obliterated. Look at my assisted damage there. And he just bounces on me, so I decide to just go for the track again. Get some more. It was such a weird little game. It's literally just a little game, because it's over before you know it. There you go. Everyone dead. But look at my assisted damage. I had more assisted than actual damage. And it wasn't an ace. I wasn't sure, because with all that assisted damage, but I was unsure how I got that much. But it's a TVP. The TVP got absolutely obliterated and I spotted him. So that's, yeah, that's how that worked. I kind of missed that in the actual game. I was like, what just happened? It's So yeah, that was fun. We had a really good team though. Really good teamwork. Look at the damage spread. Like everyone above 1k and everything. It was lovely. But yeah, the game that I was referring to with my being really, really lucky is the other one. The one that I had before this. It's like, what on earth? Yes, exactly. Did what Agassi just said. Aces require both the enemy team and your teammates to be equally subpar. That's usually what I mean when I say that you need the right kind of potatoes on both sides for an ace. And a bit of luck as well, that also helps. But honestly, that game was so big. But this one is so lucky. This one I just found I wanted to show because it's fun. I found it funny at least. So that could have already gone really, really wrong. And I'm just casually capping and just getting some assisted damage there because why not? And we have the carrot there and I'm really, really jealous of the carrot. And then we have the TVP and the LT and I'm just like, that's not gonna go well. And then he just crosses over again so I can get a shot in. But then he's out of my sight and I just want to be careful. Because I also know that I'm in a bit of a precarious position. Especially with the IS-4 coming, I kind of just want to not be there anymore. I can't shoot him. I can shoot the LT, but didn't pay enough attention to actually do that, so I just do that way. Carrot passes by. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to be here anymore, so Gro actually lets me pass, which is quite nice of him. And I go back a tier. And I call this tiers because basically the battlefield is in certain tiers. Now we have the TVP at the back there. And I can't shoot him, so I kind of want to shoot the IS-4. I also don't want to expose myself too much here and get loads and loads of shots into me. Don't know where the TVP went. So now my TVP and I are actually getting in each other's way. I'm really hesitant right now, but I don't want to expose and lose a ton of HP. And at the same time, I want to get damage in. So I'm kind of curious and hesitant to make a move. I know that I'm very much alone. I have a VK there over there. And as I just go for the LT. Can't get another shot in though. So I just shoot this. And he misses me. And I bounce on him because I'm big bro. So I land a shot into him. The carrot isn't focusing on me, which is, again, a lifesaver. I have a VK over there. This is what I mean. I'm just playing Ring Around the Roses here. Now with the VK pushing there, this is exactly what I'd hope would happen. Because that would mean that I could get my shots in. I'm just curious, can I get the last win? Danny's looking at me, but I'm already gone. So he shoots the VK instead. Now there's a TD over there, but I can use the VK as my cover. I'm more worried about the carrot, because if they can clip you very brutally. So I just go for him instead. And of course, then I do something that I don't usually do. And that is shoot without sniper mode, which was big no-no. So I do take another shot, but then I do actually get the kill. It's all good. And then we have a lovely tuna sandwich with a carrot in between, and it's all good. And this is again first class, but this one is so lucky. I do feel like I earned it, but it's so lucky. So yeah, that went really well. Also, my capping the base definitely helped. But it's such a weird game, honestly. I think we got time for a quick one. I'm hoping that this is a quick one. Honestly, I need to get people to tell me how long their games are, because that would help. But we'll see. It's Agassi! Woo! You're still doing it. With pointing the gun up and all. This is one I generally always go towards the middle unless someone else is definitely going there, because it's such an important spot to have someone in. Whether it's you or someone else, someone needs to be there to spot. So regardless of what tank I'm in, I usually go there. Nice farming there by the TVP. Ooh, he does eat one back. Casual capping off the base. Bases are always good, especially early game. And this is the thing with light tanks, you always have to be so careful to not get shot at, to not be primary target. At the same time, you have to be there to dare them to try and shoot you. Oof, nice bounce. Nice. This is always nice when you can get behind. Nice little track shot. Makes him miss. Ooh, that bounced. Track shot. There we go. Beautiful. These are the most fun games where you're just dealing all the damage, no one's paying attention to you. And you're just right there. Oof, 6 HP. Get the kill, get the kill. Woo! Nope, not for him. I miss the days where you could easily basically circle to death a heavy when you were in a med. The current meta is really, really heavy. There you go. Let's see, should be enough time to finish this lovely little game before we get a room invite. Nice. Very lovely game there. Lovely ace. Those are the sweet little games. Let's see. Current score should have been updated now. There we go. Have a room. And we see Appa 5, Aqua 4, Imo, RBMK, Legion, Beloved, and Rejects all 2 points. And rate 1. So that basically there's a lot gonna be riding on not just the upcoming few games, because oh, there goes my mouse. Not just the upcoming few games, but the Also the next round robin. Because a lot will be determined by how that goes. And that just makes it all the more interesting, not gonna lie. Like I said, I love round robin time. So yeah, that's the current scoreboard. Appa looking really strong. But also, what I like about that most is just the fact that they're all sort of similar level. And that just makes it really good fun to both watch and to stream. But it also makes it just less predictable. I love that, I really do. Let's see, can't go into the room just yet, so we have to wait a little bit longer. And I always wait until we get below the clock a little bit. So there we go, into the room we go. We have rejects with my man Scorpion Drago there, who was carrying me nice and easy this afternoon. See, that's the thing though, like, I actually like fangirl a little bit when I play with players like this. Because I always get to the point where, oh god, I hope I'm not embarrassing myself with my noobing out and everything, and luckily, I didn't quite do that. I have one game where I can actually say that the loss was totally on me. Because that was just like, nope, denied. But other than that, I didn't noob out too much. And even the games that we lost, I didn't do too badly. It's more the team just evaporated, and yeah, that happens. But yeah. Now we have rejects ready with 3 Steves, 2 E5s, ooh, a 777 and a Kranwagen. And on Belov's side, oh god, my mouse actually just derped on me. Oh well. There we go, that's better. And Belov ready now with 4 Street Wagons, 2 AMX-50Bs and an AMX-54. Also, there have been people that asked me before why 50B is censored in the game, but that's when you exchange the 5 for an S, you get an abbreviation of quite a big insult. Let's see, 40 seconds, and then we go into the first game of this best of 7. Belov needing to reset their minds, so to speak, from the last matchup and make it work. The same goes for rejects. This is the thing. Now we're getting to a stage where if you want to sort of comfortably walk towards the top 4, you have to really get the points in now. And that makes it very tricky. That is going to add on the pressure. Yes, you still have a whole round robin, but any point matters. And here we go, on to Rockfield. I miss old Rockfield, which was actually a lot more fun to play than this one. I get that Wargaming feels that some maps are unbalanced and that they changed them. But I would love it if we could keep the old maps as well. AMX-50Bs crossing over, also Skilloid using an absolutely gorgeous camo. One of my favourite ones in game, but as we fly over there, Rejects is focusing entirely on the base A side, with the E5 heading towards, well, overlooking base B. Bobby using my other current favorite camo in the game. Oh no, it's actually, I think it is the big wave one. It's beautiful. Winch moving into the middle together with Santiago. Yevgeny losing a bit of HP for that. And this is well done though. They do get reset a little bit, but that's why they're capping with 2 and not just 1. And there we go. The AMXs have no choice but to move in. Skilloid losing a whole lot of HP. That was a trap. It is a trap. Look at them just literally jumping in, and there goes Skilloid. And now the other AMX is Varta is reloading his clip. And basically, literally, a sitting duck goes down as well. That was absolutely brilliant play by Rejects there. It's a trap! Woo! And now we have the rest of B-Love moving in. They have no choice, but they are going after Psycho here. Psycho trying to get as high up as possible. Still goes down. General has gone down as well. As... Oof. Santiago is gone. Winch is not looking too healthy, but oh my god though. Rumpelstiltskin and Classical going after Playmaker. Playmaker making sure to get his shots in. Winch is still alive. Scorpion Drago is reloading the rest of his shots. And now Playmaker, he's basically, he's got some armor, but he's also got big booms. He's holding off against 2. Letu and Winch both go down on the other side. There goes Rumpelstiltskin, Pashti gone as well, and now it's just Classical from B-Love. Reject set a trap at base B here. Absolutely awesome. There we go. Slobina gets the kill shot there, but what a game here. Holy... instant naughty word. Honestly, wake me up for games like this anytime. Thank you so much, Jacob. That is so sweet of you. Wow, what a game. The way that they literally just came jumping at the AMXs. And the AMXs had to reset because they were capping with 2. And the move totally made sense. And we just was like, yeah, that's what we were hoping for. Especially from you two. Well done. Absolutely brilliant play. So now we have 1 minute left before we go into the second game of this best of 7. The second game on Rockfield. B-Love now taking 2 AMX 50Bs, 3 Steves, a TVP and an AMX 54. Whereas on Reject's side we see 5 Street Wagons, an LT and potentially 1 E5. And there we go. Wow. With games like this though, I've said it before, this is why I stream tours. Honestly, when it's that tight and it's that intense and that unexpected as well, because everything that B-Love did also made sense, but at the same time, Reject was like, yeah, we were hoping you'd do that. Come here, you. Brilliant. And here we go. Second game on Rockfield. B-Love is not being dealt an easy hand here. I do kind of feel for them, not gonna lie. Because the thing is, we've seen them play before and they've been absolutely awesome. What we're seeing right now is not the B-Love that we've seen before. Pashti heading towards base A. All of Rejects heading towards base C. Santiago getting spotted there, but also spotting up quite a bit. And look at those AMXs though. Oh! He's not totally unprotected, but he is losing a whole lot of HP very, very quickly. Skeloidus. Basically. Oof, does not get that second shot in. And we have a bit of a brawl going on already. Classical in trouble. So is Varta. Varta's being set upon. Varta. Definitely in danger here. And this is again rejects proving to be very, very strong. There goes Varta. Santiago goes down as well. Playmaker not looking too healthy. Letou goes down. Winch goes down as well. Playmaker is barely alive. Does still get a shot in though. Is being currently ignored. There goes Scorpion Drago. There goes General. There goes Wimpelskilskin. General got set on fire because we haven't had enough fires this game. These games tonight. 3 versus 2. One of them is... Well, 2 of them are clippers. Both of them. Ooh, that is interesting though. Because if they manage to clip together, anything goes. Pashti takes a hit there. Playmaker is still alive. Skeloid has reloaded now. And the only thing that they can do is work together. And that is exactly where the strengths lie. The rejects needs to keep their tanks together. Playmaker is spotted. They know where Pashti is. We are playing Ring Around the Roses quite heavily here. Bobby Fischer might be taking a big risk here. Especially as they got set on fire. What is up with this? Pashti takes that kill. He also takes out... Ooh, Slobina is going to get that kill. There's no helping that. And now we have Pashti versus Slobina. Jumping a little bit there. And Pashti has to be careful. He's almost reloaded. Needs to not take another shot there. Blind shot there. Did not hit, but it was very, very close. Blind shot happening to where he might have been. And now with the points equal, Slobina is doing the only thing that he can do. Kept the base. And one side, Pashti is moving around. He will let them have that base. This is sort of like they're chasing one another. Slobina doesn't know where to expect Pashti from. But he's expecting him from the other side. And Pashti does have his clip ready. This sort of stuff is awesome though. Nail biter. Ooh, they do spot one another. Shots happening. Pashti reloading his clip immediately. That might have been a mistake. You need to keep the rock there. Ooh. I'm actually gonna go for first person. There you go. I usually like the bird's eye view more. He is using the corpse very well as well, so that's the thing. But God, this is intense. Wow. And he's trying to dare me to take the shot, but he doesn't need to take the shot, that's the thing. And they keep proxy spotting one another as well, so that makes it equally scary. And there they are again. But the thing is, because Slobina actually kept the base, they have an advantage. And he's trying to make Slobina shoot. And he does shoot, but he's going to reload before Pashti can get the shot in. And now he's He's got all the HP in the world to take the shot and then murder Pashti. With all the fire, and well, we've only had one ammo rack, but honestly, it's been intense. And he can just go and take that shot though. There you go. Slobina taking it home. This was a very close game, and I do feel that it was Belov's to lose. Wow. Very brilliantly played, though. Slobina taking it home like that. But also, can you imagine the pressure there? You can't blame that on anyone. That is, honestly, they both performed awesomely. And now the score is 2-0 for Rejects. Rejects being very strong here. Now Rejects is getting ready for Hellas with 3 Street Dragons, a 777, an LT and 2 E5s. And Belov taking 2 777s, 3 AMX 54s, 1 Steve and 1 121B. No more TVPs here. Which honestly I can't blame them for either. Games like this though, honestly, like I said before, you can wake me up for these. I love this. It's so intense, it is so close, it's anyone's game, and I love it when a top 8 is this tight, when it's not a walkover. Well, maybe for Appa a little bit by there, but I mean, like, in general, the teams are pretty close together and it just makes it so much fun. For me, not for the teams, because I can understand that there's a lot of stress on them. But when you spectate battles like this, and you see the epicness that is happening in-game then, all I can do is just absolutely love it. Every time it sends me back to the garage, I always have that inkling, oh god, didn't I ready up? Because back in the day when I first started playing tours, I would forget it every now and again. And let's see. Here we go. Belov has to find their footing. They are epic. They are an epic team. It's been so lovely when they sync up together and so smooth. Santiago and Pashti spotting one another there. Shots immediately fired. Santiago going for the cap. B and C both being capped. And Belov is retreating back towards their spawn. Playmaker is overlooking base A. And he does have cover in the form of Slobina here. And General. And of course the E5s that have now moved up. But Belov has a tiny point advantage. A split second in the base will already take that away. So it's not a comfortable advantage there. And let's see. Belov is holding. Rejects is holding. Pashti is being a little bit forwards again. Just to make, just to see, make sure that no one is going to find them there. Classical going around the back. And we have Belov moving in towards the middle, towards base C. Santiago losing a bit of HP there. And now the AMXs are bleeding a little bit. Psycho Yevgeny moving towards base C. Winch heading around to get shots in. The AMXs are being trapped here. The E5 is moving in. Le2 losing a whole lot of HP, and they kind of like, they're being farmed here and they can't do anything about it. They have to move forwards, they have no choice, but they're very low on HP. And now we have Scorpion Drago. And again with the fires! Honestly. Varta is almost gone. Bobby is almost gone. There goes Varta. There goes Bobby. There goes Santiago. And HP wise, there's like 3k in Rejects' favor. They also still have a gun advantage now. Pashti hits the wall, quite literally. Scorpion Dragon goes down. The winch more or less being pincered. Base C is being capped again. And this is the thing though, because they have a gun advantage over here. They do not have the HP advantage, and that can be tricky. Rumpelstiltskin goes down. And Psycho definitely needs help here, so we have Pashti moving in, making it annoying to try and hit Psycho, who actually he misses there. No fire to kill him off there. There goes Classical, but there goes Slobina Lisa. Pashti has the HP here, but they have to be careful. They have the point advantage and the base advantage. Shots are being fired. They have to be careful. Psycho here is the weak spot, not in player skill, but just purely in the amount of HP that they have. And he is moving in. He is going to go for general. Has to be careful not to lose too much HP for that. Oh, that was not a kill shot. Pashti gets tracked there. Psycho goes down. He really needed a kill shot. Winch is down as well. Oh, that shot missed. And that is so lucky. General is keeping himself alive though. And with them stealing the base. Belov had the advantage here. I understand why they went for it. They didn't want to let them regroup, but at the same time Pashti lost a whole lot of HP trying to get that kill. Playmaker does not get that shot in, but neither does Pashti. They need that kill. And they need the base. They don't have any base. He can't cap any base. The game is for rejects. Regardless of whether or not Pashti gets the kill. He doesn't have the choice, and there he goes. Wow. Again with the intensity though. And I think that in this case, Pashti lost so much HP just trying to get that kill. They need a general to die, but it was too risky here. And then Psycho died, and it's just, he had no chance anymore. Because general just didn't roll over and die, which just makes totally sense because that secured the game. But it was a big risk to take. They had the advantage and didn't work out. And now Rejects is up for potential match point. If they win the next game, then they've got the matchup here. Whereas Belov will have to win 4 in a row, and they seem a bit out of sorts. It doesn't seem to be coming smoothly tonight, as in to them. "42 seconds left before we go in potentially the last game of the evening. Rejects ready with 1 Streetwagen, only 1, a Kranwagen, a Concept 1P, a 777, 2 E5s and a Badger for the second game on Helles. And Belov ready with 4 Streetwagens, 2 AMX 54s and 1 LT. And let's see, countdown clock has begun. Yeah, I do definitely agree. The amount of fires that we've had tonight is absolutely ridiculous. But to be fair, and I have to give the players kudos for that as well, players at this level generally know where to aim to start a fire in a tank. And that's part of the thing that they do. And it doesn't mean that they can only do... that there's no luck factor involved in all of that. But they know where to aim. So if you have a free shot on someone, you aim for a spot where it might do more damage. Pilaf splitting up. We have Warta going towards base C. Whereas most of Rejects is going there as well. Bobby Fishers arriving there. We have Playmaker getting spotted. Takes a shot. Takes some big hits there. And Varta's like, yeah, let's not be there. Base C is being taken. Pilaf is wolf backing around, but there's equal tanks on the other side. Sorry, just crossing over quickly there. Slobina landing a nice hit. Santiago seems to be having issues here. Very much AFK. And a fire. This is a this is a meme, honestly. How many fires do we need? He seems to be having massive issues. This is more or less, it's not a free kill, but it's near free kill. That is a lot of HP to lose. He's nearly gone. So is Rimpelstiltskin, to be fair, but he's getting to safety. Rimpelstiltskin is almost dead. Can't get out of where he's at. He's being shot at repeatedly. Has to wiggle a lot. Warta takes it. Letu arriving there. They are moving in. Winch is being set upon. They're going after Playmaker here. Warta losing a nice chunk of health there. Rimpelstiltskin is actually the first one gone. Playmaker does still get a shot in. But there he goes. Santiago still having issues. Pashti got set on fire because why not? Winch holding. There goes Kiloides. Now we have Yevgeny getting taken out. This was definitely Bilov's. Winch goes down, but this was definitely Bilov's game to lose. They had the advantage of an AFK because Santiago is still not playing as if he's actually got his tank under control. Bobby almost gone. Classical and Santiago both go down at the same time. There goes Pashti. And now it's just Letu and Varta versus 4. And as much as I love Bilov, this was very well... Ooh, nice tracking shot. Very well deserved by Rejects here. They've been phenomenal. They played with a player less pretty much this game. Ooh, there we go. Base A is being stolen. Letu can't do much there. No, it's just Varta who's trying to keep the base from being capped. He's doing a bit of farming. He will take another hit. Can't do anything about it. At least he didn't get set on fire. But there he goes. Bobby takes the kill. And Rejects takes the matchup. And like I said, I have to give massive kudos to both teams here because, yes, the score is 4-0, but at the same time, most of the games were so close. Santiago did get shots in the end, or in the beginning, but something was definitely very wrong with this connection there. That did not go as planned. But massive kudos to Rejects here. Kudos to both, because you've both been absolutely epic and the games have been an absolute pleasure to watch. But Rejects very deservedly winning this matchup here, being very strong tonight. Glorious. So let's see, do we have scores yet? What did Appa do? Let's see, this is round 6, so they are still going at it right now. To be fair, I think most teams will be. Yeah, they are still going at it as well. And then we have Imo for the last matchup. Let's see. They are still going at it as well. I'm not going to wait for all the games to be over, because this was quite a brutal matchup. Let's see, how did they do in the last matchup? I did check that before, but I'm a potato and I missed out. They were up against Aqua. Aqua also being very, very strong. So basically, 3 points for Rejects here. Very well done. All the games tonight have been utterly awesome. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, that's it for me tonight. I will be back tomorrow to stream the 7th round, and then 2 days later we have the 2nd round robin starting. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much, Jacob, for supporting my channel. Thank you, Agassi, for mining the chat for me. And congratulations on winning a membership for my channel. Thank you all for watching. Massive thank you to BLove and RBMK and Rejects for the amazing games that we saw today. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely evening. Bye bye.